Hello and welcome to Reality Realness's review of Drag Race Season 10, Episode 5? 5. We're on 5. Yeah, okay, cool. 5. And it is the Bossy Rossi episode, which they have to pair up with another drag queen and do a sketch. And my name is Michael Pez, and this is my carrot-eating friend over here.
Chantele Francis. I love carrots, but I had a few more left. I just need to eat them, but I'll save it for after this podcast. So I will be carrots.
Is it true that carrots are really good for your eyes?
I don't think that it matters
No.
because I still need reading glasses, and I eat a lot of carrots.
You eat a lot of carrots.
Like I eat carrots every day.
Do you like cooked carrots?
Not as much.
Okay, gotcha.
I just like, what about like carrots? Like they're like really fresh. They're like, if I'm thirsty, like they are quenching to a certain extent. They're not sweet. They're not savory. They're just kind of like the perfect snack, I find.
Yeah, like I compare them to like almost celery sometimes. They have more flavor than celery, but a bag of carrots.
I never pick up celery to eat, but I pick up carrots to eat. There's a little more flavor.
I love celery.
And I like celery in my
And that's why I'm sitting on this side and you're sitting on that side.
Mm-hmm. Different opinion. I like carrots, especially on my finger.
Oh yeah, diamonds. Banji.
Just wherever you can throw it in, right?
All right, so we are reviewing this episode, and it was a good episode. It was funny. It showed all the comedic talent of these drag queens, and it started off with who just went
I think
home.
it was Monet was saying that like 2 New York girls were gone. Was it Monet or Monique? Who was it?
Monet.
It was Monet. The 2 New York girls are gone, and like that's actually really true because like I was kind of, when I was choosing my team, I'd be like, oh, the New York girls are going to be the fiercest, like they have the most swagger, you know, like they're going to bring it because they've had to like really been competing in that city. And 2 of them being gone, even me, I'm like, oh.
And they were on my team.
Thank God.
Fuck my drag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seem to be like losing them left, right, and center on this season again. But we'll see what happens. I've been working. I work at a gay bar in Toronto here called The Drink, and we showed Rupaul's Drag Race. But everyone has a different answer when I ask them who their final 3 is. Like, I can't even. I've heard so many people say Monique's going to be in the final 3. Aquaria's going to be in the final 3. People don't say Blair St. Clair is going to be in the final 3. And I'm like...
I'm thinking like I might have said this last week, but I think it's going to be Aquaria, Ms. Cracker, and Blair.
And Blair wins?
Aquaria wins.
We'll never know. We don't ever know.
The reason I don't think Blair wins is that she's a little bit green. You know what I mean? Like she just doesn't, for me, doesn't have a lot of like chutzpah. You know, she doesn't have like a lot of confidence. Like she's very good. She's gorgeous. She has some great ideas, but there's a little bit of like kind of a shyness about her that I don't know if they'll give her the crown. She needs to
like I can't wait to see Blair St. Clair do the reading challenge.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or see her do Snatch Game or something where she has to like really be a force to be reckoned with. I feel like right now
exactly. I completely agree. Like she's beautiful, sweet little boy, let's say that. But where's the overall commanding presence?
Yeah, exactly.
The commanding presence, like if you're a drag queen and like, okay, so like if you were to compare winners, Blair St. Clair wins versus Bianca.
They're not even
like is she fall into that thing, or you know, give her a couple years and she's on All Stars 5? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is like I feel that she's, her mom supports her in her drag and helps her with her drag name, and like, she's always playing these girls next door off the bus, like, and it works and she's great at it, but I don't see the fire enough to be the winner in my opinion. So it's kind of like, and maybe we'll see it if she ever has to lip sync for her life. We might see that fire come out, but I don't see her winning a lip sync either.
Yeah, and I'm like, when she was doing all that dancing with Alyssa Edwards, they were very like, ooh, like Bambi on ice.
That's exactly what it's like. She's so skinny and these little knobby legs and knees and like.
But she could walk down a runway and look fierce as hell. So I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens.
I wish she would go a little bit further with her, like, because I remember I liked Violet Chachki and like who's the other girl? Anyways, I like fashion queens. Like, I think that, like, I don't know, I think it looks so good. And like, even like what's her name? She's transitioned now, but Carmen Carrera, it's like become all fashion queen. Like, I like that. High fashion drag queens. Like, I'm here for it.
And I love that little, like, I believe it's this episode she came out, and I just like love, she always does these housewifey 1950s kind of 60s looks, and I'm like living for it. But it's not just about a look. It has to be, there's a lot to go into drag. So
yes, and like my favorite drag queens have a point of view, like they, for the most part, they stand up for the type of drag queen they are. I feel that Blair could be maybe pushed around a little bit on her drag.
Yeah.
But she's great. But
we'll see what happens.
Better to win. So Asia.
So Dusty goes home.
No, Asia was upset though because of the fact that nobody was. I always thought this was really stupid. No one was standing, like nobody was like asking her if she needed any help. It's like, bitch, like you're helping everybody. Thank you, cool. But like, we're not gonna be like, hey, do you need any help? Because you're the one helping people. So we assume that you are helping people because you don't need any more help. Like, I didn't understand. I mean, I understood it was the fact that she felt like she was on the bottom for helping everybody else and nobody cared that she was on the bottom. I get that. It sucks. But she has nobody to blame but herself there.
No, of course. And like, I love how she was, okay, so last time we talked and you asked me, so has your opinion changed of Asia O'Hara? And I was like, yeah, look what she does for people. And she was on the runway and she was crying. She was upset, like, I did all this, and like, I'm in the bottom. And like, she didn't have to lip sync for her life. And then she cries. Everyone's like, you gotta take care of yourself. So then she takes that little criticism from Rue and then comes back and is like, yeah, fuck y'all, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, it starts being a little bit of a bitch.
Like, I would have been like, hey guys, like, I did help you guys out, and like I wanted to do that, and I take full responsibility for that. But from this point forward, like, can you please just not ask me, because I'm gonna feel obligated to want to help, and it puts my drag in jeopardy. So please just don't even ask me anymore. That's basically what I would say.
As opposed to being like, and like seeing a really bitchy comment to the point that Cracker actually like hits her right on the head. Like, she goes, like, you offered to help and we're like gonna take the help, but you don't have to be
Cracker says,
so you're just gonna blame all of us for the fact that you still look like shit. That's not our fault that you look like shit.
Mm-hmm. Miss Cracker said that she's like, oh, when something goes wrong and you only have one person to blame, your friends.
Which a lot of people do that.
I was definitely surprised by Asia's reaction. Like, I was like, it was really distasteful in my opinion. I know it was coming from like a panicked kind of state, but I thought that she needed to be a little more humbled by the fact that she was saved, by the fact that it seemed as though Rue was believing in her and being like, hey, take care of yourself because you know how to do good work, and don't allow you helping other people to jeopardize you doing good work in this competition.
Yeah, and being like, okay, then move forward. Don't create a drama. with that.
Yep. But so yeah, so the Vixen though has had enough of like all the sister and the sisterhood and this and that, and like, I mean, I'm kind of sick of the Vixen's face. She's just so mean.
Like, you saw that fight. Like, they showed a little snippet of the fight between Eureka and her. But, like, it was intense. And she doesn't need to be so...
Nasty.
Nasty. As soon as she hears something, like, negative, she, like, decides to harp on that person being negative.
Eureka was saying that, like, oh, like, she has a negative vibe from her or something?
Yeah, she said something like, I need to go for a smoke because I don't want to be around this negativity. And then because she said that, the Vixen lost it.
Well, like, that's a fair comment to say. Like, why can't Eureka say that? Like,
but the thing is that the Vixen doesn't like Eureka because Eureka always makes it about Eureka in every situation. Which is like just a very flamboyant person. That's what.
Yeah, it's like they're a drag queen, not because they want to sit in the corner and like hide, and like especially for her being like a bigger girl, like most of the time that's the humor. Like if they don't want to conform and get skinny, usually like the bigger girls are usually really funny, really personable, really loud, like really center of the attention, because if everybody's going to be looking at them anyways because of their size, they might as well be looking at them because they're entertaining or whatnot, you know what I mean?
There's cameras on you 24/7. It's like with all the drama and all the fighting and all the talking and all the helping and all that kind of stuff, the audience is watching that, and so are the producers, and so is Rue watching all these tapes. So, like, you want to stand out regardless in every situation.
And to be honest, like, I don't find what I've seen so far of Eureka being center of attention that big of a deal on a show where you're trying to stand out and be number one. Like,
yeah, when it's all drag queens. Like, if you've ever been to a gay bar and a drag queen walks by, she's got something to say. But now you have 10 drag queens and no other people there. So everyone's got something to say.
Absolutely. So I'm just like, Vixen, shut up. Like, her position, I don't really think she has a leg to stand on there. It's like, and my question is she only noticing this because the Vixen wants to be the center of attention and the one that people are always looking at? You know what I mean? Like, usually you find faults in others, the fault that lies in yourself, right? So I'm just wondering if it's, the pot calling the kettle black. So the Vixen is just gonna ignore Eureka, and like I'm just thinking, like, do you think Eureka is really gonna care? Like,
she probably is just like, good, shut the fuck up. Don't yell at me like that.
It's like she's gonna be quiet. She's not gonna talk. She's putting me on ignore. Finally. Oh,
perfect.
Hopefully she's on ignore for the whole show so she can shut up. Sorry, guys. I did say that. But she's just annoying me. She's even on my team and she's annoying me.
I gave her to you, though.
True. I didn't pick her. I didn't know pick her. Just because, like, her drag in general, too, like, she's had some good looks. But it's just, like, I don't like unpolished looks, personally. And she always just looks unpolished to me. And I'm not here for it. So what their mini challenges, they had a mini challenge this week, and they're supposed to drag up the government issued duffel bags. An army of fierce drag queens is what the mini challenge is. So they each get a different bag. Now, how did you feel about the fact that it wasn't all just like regular army? Like some were like different colored army prints.
For me, army's army. When you're a drag queen in an army fatigues, and that's a man dressed like a woman in army fatigues. Yeah, I think you can do all sorts of different colors.
No, yeah. So you like the fact that they can do like the orange camo and like the yellow camo. Like, I felt like that was. I wish it was a little more
different. So here's for example, Asia O'Hara.
Purple camo.
I mean, like. Obviously, clearly, somebody in the army is not going to wear that. Like, if they're not going for army realness.
To work with.
What's that?
I wish they all had the same, like, I wish it was all just like this, you know, traditional army color to work with. I really liked Eureka's look there. I thought she looked fierce.
Aquarium.
Monet?
Monet's just like, I don't know. It's something, I don't know. Monet's starting to bug me.
Well, she's just not doing enough, I think. She's just kind of like, I don't know. But she kind of looked like a girl guide there. I think Eureka looks good here. I like her little, the eye things.
Yeah, she looks good. Mayhem, is she a bride? Is she getting married?
Booby trap. I thought that was.
Does Cracker have the only one wig? Like her quick drag is always that blonde wig.
Well, that's her thing. I'm not really into Cracker, to be honest. I want to be more, but I'm not.
I love Monique's grenade earrings. They're great.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. See, this was very Blair.
She looks like jailbait.
Is that a person or just a term? As a term?
The term. And the vixen looks like, oh, she's ready to fight.
Always ready to fight.
Always ready to fight. And here comes the man,
Well,
Cameron Michaels.
With his push-ups? Come on now. Like, I mean, we get it. You're strong. You're a man.
Like, that's who I feel like should have won this. Like,
no, I personally, obviously, I'm biased, but I thought Aquaria should have won. I thought her look was like, she reminded me actually of Sharon Needles. I think that Rue picked the vixen to win just so she would make the teams, and it would probably provide the most drama.
Oh yeah, it does.
So the Maxi Challenge, you kind of mentioned it before, but it's going to be that you're going to be on the Bossy Rossi show, and the Bossy Rossi show is kind of like a Maury Povich on crack kind of show.
Yeah, like a Jerry Springer. Like they said Geraldo Rivera. Like I never watched Geraldo. I was too young to like watch that. I just remember he got a chair whipped at him back in the 80s or something like that.
Well, it's like a Maury Povich / what's the other one you just said?
Geraldo.
No, Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer, where it's like something so ridiculous. Like, remember Ricky Lake back in the day where it was
Ricky.
My roommate's messy and I'm here to tell them that they better clean up their act or get the fuck out. Like, it's something like that.
Jerry Springer always had like the paternity test and stuff, which was, you know.
You are not the father. Oh my God. This is the 5th time, and then they always go backstage, and she cries, and then the guy's always like, "Told you that wasn't my baby. Told you."
Exactly that. So they're trying to show off their comedy here. So the vixen gets the opportunity to pair everyone up, and so the different choices were. Did she know beforehand, or did she pick the pairs beforehand?
She didn't know what the content was.
Okay, so the vixen chooses to work with Asia, which I thought was smart because you know that Asia can sew, bitch can sew,
Yeah, right.
and vixen seemingly cannot. Then she puts together Blair and Monique, Monet and Cameron, Cracker and Mayhem, Eureka and Aquaria, that's where the shade dropped there. Just because she's fighting with both of them, basically.
And she's just like, we're gonna put them together, and she walks away.
Mm-hmm.
And it just was like faces, edit, and it was just.
Even for me though, like I was like, now I'm rooting for Eureka and Aquaria because like I just want to prove the vixen wrong that like her, you know, putting them together is actually going to be a positive. You know, I was so rooting for that. So the vixen Asian, they have. Why are you so obsessed with me? Is their topic that they have to comprise their characters for the Bossy Rossi show. Belair and Monique, they have I Married a Cactus.
Which is like, what could you do with that? I mean, like, as an actor, going into some of these scenarios, like, Why Are You So Obsessed With Me? That would have been fun. That would have been, I Married a Cactus?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, it would be fun just to play in the delusion. Like it's completely different, but it's just reminding me right now. It's like I watched one of those shows recently where this woman has had breast implants and her boobs are about like this big, and she's from like an Eastern European, I think she's Russian if I'm not mistaken, but Eastern European country, and she started taking these pills of melanin where it makes her have like her skin's darker than me, but like it doesn't suit her face and her body. Like, it doesn't suit her because she's not supposed to have that color skin, and she thinks she looks really good, and she's blonde hair, and she's like, yeah, like I'm good, like I'm hot, but these boobs are this big, and like I think it's just like this so far diluted that would make that funny. It's like really
for sure.
Really like that it's not a cactus, this is a real man, and like just feel like I love this guy so much. Like this cactus like has done everything possible for me. You know what I mean? Like he's so real and earnest about it because you're so delusional.
I love him so much, and he has a little prick.
But he pricks me every day. I touch him and he pricks me.
And then the next one is my deadly obsession.
My Monet and Cameron, my freaky addiction is ruining my life. Did they say that it was going to be the?
No, they had to come up with it on their own. So that's where a little bit of a lenient choices could be made.
That's good then. It's a freaky addiction. That's could be anything. So that's good. Miss Cracker and Mayhem, save me from my deathly fear of pickles.
Interesting. It was Cracker, so you know it's going to be funny.
Sorry?
You know it's going to be funny because it's got crackers in it, so like it'll be pretty funny. But moving on, like to what they do, like I was pretty impressed with what they did.
Well, what Cracker did, Mayhem is not funny at all.
No.
And then lastly, Eureka and Aquaria. Look at me, I'm a sexy baby. I'm a sexy baby. Wah.
And like that was perfect for those two. Like Eureka, I'm a sexy baby. Like I pictured Eureka dressing up like a sexy baby. Like it was a big sexy baby. And it's so funny. So like good comparisons. Like I sat there with the drink and I was like watching it with my buddy Joel. And yeah, I was pretty impressed with what they all did.
How'd you feel though about who was it? The Vixen in Asia being like, oh my god, why don't we decide to mock Aquaria? And
so then that goes so I appreciate a little bit of shade and a little bit of like reading and like causing a little bit of a drama thing, but they didn't need to go to do that. They don't need to ask, hey Monet, what bars does Cracker work at? Because we're gonna do that. So like you say you don't want drama, you say you're not causing drama, but you're causing drama.
Right? Well, and at that point, like it better be really funny if you're going to throw that much shade. You know, like you better be hilarious. Hilarious.
And they never say their names. They never say Cracker and Aquaria.
Which I thought was like, well, that's the whole joke. So,
like Monet got more of a kick out of it than any of us did.
Exactly.
So it just, I wonder, like, and no one said anything. It was never brought up except for telling Monet. I wonder what Cracker and Aquaria think of that now that they've seen it.
Yeah. Wait, say that again?
Like what Cracker and Aquaria, when they watched this episode, not knowing that that's what they were talking about, I wonder what they think about that.
Well, I mean, publicity for them. I think that they both actually, I feel, have like a little bit of a sense of humor in the sense it's like, okay, whatever. Like,
oh, they do. Like, they get it. Like, clearly Cracker's not copying Aquaria. She's not doing it. And they've even put that to rest and said, hey, like, you just accused me on national television of, like, stealing your looks. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who said it, but it's like the vixen loves anything with liver a shade. Probably Monet said that. It's true though. She's just so. I mean, I thought that this could have been very interesting. Could have been very funny if I could see exactly like like these two people, like if they were better at executing. And so I was interested in seeing how it went, like, shook out, but like, in my opinion, it didn't.
It didn't work well at all.
I found it funny though that Ms. Crackter wants Dr. Dill to be Jewish because the pickles are kosher.
Kosher pickles. It always says it on the jar. That's why I was like, she's Jewish. That's perfect.
Which I thought was funny. And then who was it?
Blair Monique.
Angie was the safe word for Blair and Monique, and I was just like.
And it's really funny because I thought like this whole Vanjie thing was okay. The first episode, sure. Second episode, hilarious. Then it was in the third, and now it's like in the fifth where it's like becomes their safe word for. And I'm like, it's taking over.
Well, what's really interesting too that I find about Miss Vanjie is that. Okay, so it's become a phenomenon within the show, right?
Yeah.
And they don't even know that it's actually became a phenomenon in the real world because it hadn't even aired yet, right?
That's true.
So it's kind of interesting that both like in the show and outside the show latched onto something at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't push it down our throats. They weren't like trying to make it a thing. And it started after the first episode, and then you're like, oh my God, they're still talking about it on the show, even though like they have no idea that's going to become this huge, big thing, like a social phenomenon.
I've seen so many memes. I've seen graffiti on bathroom stalls. Miss Vanjie is going to probably win Miss Congeniality. Like
hilarious.
I don't like. That's what I've heard that it's like Miss Congeniality is either going to be her or maybe Asia O'Hara. But
I don't know about Asia.
I don't know about Asia.
More Blair than Asia, right?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Well, Blair. I mean, Asia would have got it if she didn't have that outburst. I think.
Yeah, for sure. But I'll be like, hey, Valentina got fucking fan favorite. They like to call it fan favorite now as opposed to Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality, yes. Ben de la Creme, you're Miss Congeniality. Cynthia Lee Fontaine, yes, you are Miss Congeniality, I guess. But Valentina, no.
Kind of though.
Who else was? Latrice Royale. Yeah, she's definitely. 5 was Ivy Winters. Ivy Winters, who I believe is going to be on All-Star Season 4.
Oh, is it going to be right back to back, like right after it, or is there going to be like a little bit of a break?
I think it's not going to like air till like January for All-Stars 4, but they'll film it probably in the fall.
This is an aside here, but I'm trying to figure out a way to do tarot predictions with like a new season. I don't know what's coming up most recent, like next. I guess it was a Big Brother. That's the next show that's starting. Yes. But I want to maybe do like tarot predictions.
Okay.
Do you want to maybe do like maybe I'll use that as part of like our draft episode or something. Anyway. Okay.
All right. Well, I definitely think that we should do Big Brother US. Obviously.
Nothing else is going to be on.
Sorry.
No, but nothing else is going to be on.
Nothing is going to be on. No.
Would it be 3 times a week or once? Maybe we each do one on our own and one comes together.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do like every other. Yeah. And then when it's a double eviction, we have to come together.
Or yeah, no. We do the Thursday, the eviction show.
Oh, okay. Like I do veto and you do like nominations?
Something like that.
Okay.
Or do both. We each do both on our own kind of thing, or something like that. It would be hard to get together 3 times a week for that.
Oh, rumor. Big Brother season 20. No All-Stars. No one's ever played.
I heard that.
Cast.
I heard that too. Fresh meat, fresh cast. Like
fresh cast. So no Paul coming back. Perfect.
What was going to be so good last year until they brought Paul back? Oh, and I heard that Josh was shading Big Brother Canada, saying that it was super boring. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, pots and pans.
Like, Josh, your season was probably the worst Big Brother season that's ever actually existed. A. B, it was boring as F. C, you must obviously not watch the feeds, because if you watch the feeds, you'd realize that there's so much gameplay going on that like every single person that's left, except for maybe Maddie and Will, are deserving of the win. There's so much going on. Anyway.
For Big Brother Canada. Big Brother Canada is like, I'm actually, now I'm into the season. Like now I'm really into it now. Because I just needed to have some of those loudmouth people like Hamza gone. Nothing against you, Hamza. But like, just those people needed to go. And then like, it came down to the core people. And now that they've gotten rid of Ryan, cool. Now they can actually like play amongst those people. Different show.
We're back to
reality. We're back to drag queens. Bossy Rossi.
So Blair and her husband, love at first prick, you know. I thought it was really cute. I think that they could have gone a little bit further. Definitely.
Monique's funny.
Pardon?
I'm starting to really like Monique.
I am too. She's pretty funny. I think that they both could have done a little bit better of a job. I know it's hard though, if you're not really into improv and that's not your thing. But I thought they did a pretty good job, especially when when Monique pulled Blair's wig off.
Do I get points for that?
Pardon me?
Do I get points for the wig taken off? No.
Well, it's like, well, I just get points because she took it off of Blair. Like, I'd say no. Because they both end up doing it anyways, so whatever. Cancels out for us anyways. But yeah, I thought that,
Blair, like we said before, Blair is very, we're trying to see what she's going to do here. It looks like she falters a little bit, but, I mean, hey, it's a sketch. They're fighting over a cactus, for Christ's sake.
Well, this is when she says the safe word though, right? And like, it's because she didn't want to go further. And like, I like that Monique forced her to go further, you know?
Yeah, Monique is a good scene partner because you could feed off of her.
I love Ross being like Bossy Rossi. So I thought they were great though in the end, like in total. I like it, like the whole thing. I really liked their little sketch. It's considered like they had probably one of the harder ones to do with their being in love with the cactus. So Monet loves eating her hip pads. That's her fetish. What are we calling it? It's
her deadly obsession or
freaky addiction. And Cameron's freaky addiction was that she loves to smell pantyhose.
Tucking panties.
Tucking panties, yeah.
Okay, gross.
It's funny though.
It's funny, but it's funny, but it was just a very weird humor. But like, I think I've seen like a weird, crazy addiction where someone was eating couch cushions or something.
Yeah, I've seen someone that eats mattresses for sure.
Someone that ate light bulbs. That's weird.
That's dangerous. I've seen people eating chalk. I really wish though that they would taken it to the extent where like they eat these things and it like makes them like horny or it makes them like euphoric or something. Like I think that Cameron kind of did it a little bit, but I think that they both could have, like, I wouldn't be able to tell that they had an addiction to these things. You know what I mean? Well, not Monet anyways. And why did she bring out the Angel's food cake and it's not a cake pad, like a hip pads?
I don't know. I didn't understand what the whole angel food cake was.
Like, because it looks like hip pads or whatever? Kinda? I didn't get it.
Hey, guess what?
It didn't work.
It doesn't work out for one of them. So.
Yeah. I mean, Cameron was able to huff her tucking panties, which I thought was like, did you ever watch the show Intervention?
Yeah.
And
well,
like,
not really, but yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, I've seen probably every episode, but like, there was this one girl, Allison. This is probably like 10 years or like 7 years ago, and she was addicted to huffing computer like spray cleaner, and she would huff it, and she would get crazy, like crazy, and she was like started to hook like like trade sex for money so she could buy like computer spray, like whatever that solvent is, and she got fucking crazy, and you'd see her huffing this stuff on the thing and just like I think that they had to go that far.
Well, but it's dry. But like, I guess with this show, it's supposed to be like way over the top. So
yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, go over the top, like be addicted, like be fucking obsessed, like heroin addicts, like come, like you need that hip pad. Don't just talk about the fact that you need that hip pad.
Yeah, just be like, I just love it. No, like Cameron was into those tucking panties. I hate the word panties.
Panties.
I hate that word.
Panties.
Where's my panties?
I love though the audience being like, bossy, bossy. Like it's so good. I was like,
I have so much more respect for Ross Matthews now that when he was on Big Brother. Like, so much respect.
Absolutely, he lived our dream. So now the next one is Mayhem and Cracker. So Mayhem is deathly afraid of pickles, and Miss Cracker is Dr. Dill, coming in dressed up as a life-size pickle. I thought it was really funny that he was asking Mayhem to put her hand in his box. And
yeah, like it was a good exchange, except that Mayhem is just like
boring.
She could only play one note through the whole thing. She was scared of, whereas like Cracker had so many things. She's like, she's talking about the book. The book title was the best. Deal with it. I can't even remember the whole thing, but opening up a drawer, I've seen it was like the meme, like they even made a book meme for Cracker for it.
Well, yeah, of course. So I thought it was like really weird and funny, but Mayhem really dropped the ball here.
Yeah, I think Mayhem's more like just a really fishy looking pretty queen that can like
turn up.
She's a great actress.
Yeah, turn up a what should we call it, pageant look for sure. But she's boring. Who said it though? You get a pickle and you get a pickle and you get a pickle.
Ross says that because there's a pickle under everyone's seat.
Yay! The poor audience. I mean, that would be amazing if I was in the audience.
This would be hard though. It is a hard challenge to like be funny and to be on like a fake talk show.
Sorry, this is really funny though. How Miss Cracker's like scuffling around like that is really funny.
And I actually am a pickle. I am a pickle. You get a pickle. You get a pickle. Everyone gets a pickle.
So the next is the Vixen and Asia, and they were trying.
Didn't rehearse.
They didn't rehearse. You can tell. 100% you can tell. And B, like they came out with their own names, so you had no idea that they're trying to emulate Aquaria and Miss Cracker. And B, they didn't look like them.
No, I know. Like, so, like, what was that whole point? Was it just to like show editing that people are cunty and stuff like that? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
They come out and they flop.
The only thing that I like was like the wig reveal and then the wig reveal.
Yeah, that was good.
I liked that, the both of them deciding that, they have the same wig underneath. But I think that Asia could have gone further, obviously. And the Vixen was just annoying, personally. So next is my favorite duo, Aquaria and Eureka. And Aquaria comes out like with her little nipple pads, no boobs, like tiny little diaper, sitting on. I like the fact that she's sitting on a chair cross-legged. Now, one thing that I wish she had done, and I thought she was gonna do, was she started talking like a baby. And I thought she was gonna keep talking like a baby the whole time, then she went back into regular voice. But if she kept on talking like a baby, she might have been able to steal the show away from the big baby, Eureka.
Eureka did a great job.
Eureka's so good. Her temper tantrum.
just like her look, it's like she's kind of like boy. She's in boy form, but like still in drag, which I thought is so like clever.
Yeah, and like I thought they were so opposite that it worked really, really well with the type of sexy baby that they are.
and Eureka, if you're a big girl, be a big girl. Be like, the fact that she was like pretty much naked on stage is like, bravo.
Definitely commendable. But Eureka thinks she's the sexiest baby. I loved though the bib tassel reveal. Like I thought that was really, really smart. Like raw. I thought it was really great. I mean, I know that a lot of people were saying that your Aquaria didn't do as good of a job as Eureka. Like Eureka did steal the show for sure, but I thought that Aquaria was quite commendable to be able to I thought she held her ground.
She had different levels. Mayhem played all the one level of I'm scared of pickles, whereas Aquaria was like, I'm a sexy baby. Wait a second, I'm scared of this sexy baby. She had more levels, and she worked well with Eureka because she listens. And that's the key thing about improv, ladies and gentlemen, is listening.
Listening and saying yes to the circumstances.
Yes,
I do wish that she just kept that baby voice. It would have been so funny if she just was always talking like a baby. Like, but she still did. I think they did by far the best duo on a whole.
Oh, for sure.
Temper Tantrum, yeah, that was the best. I even wrote that down. They did the best. What else? Oh, I thought it was funny though. It's like, wait, you're the Michael that they push around in the stroller. I was like, oh my god, it's so funny. Like they could have played a little bit more on that, but we probably didn't see everything. So I was like, okay.
What do you mean the Michael in the stroller?
What?
What do you mean?
When Eureka came out and she was like, oh wait, because they realized they were dating the same guy, and like that Eureka. Eureka was the baby that her boyfriend, I can't remember who's who, but the boyfriend was saying like, oh, I've met someone new and I'm pushing around Michael in the stroller, and you're like, oh, you're the Michael that they're pushing around the stroller. Oh, gotcha. Something like that. Anyways, so the Vixen is still ignoring Eureka. Who gives a F? And the Vixen's like, don't poke the bear. I'm just like, just leave the bear. Like, nobody cares about the bear. Like,
don't poke the bear. Yeah, okay, cool. But like, why is there a bear here? Like, that's the whole, like.
Why is there a bear in the workroom?
Yeah, like, okay, then don't be the bear then.
If you're not like a bear, if you're not an actual bear, not like grizzly bear, but like gay bear. Like, if you're not a gay bear, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but some people just like fly off the handle. Like she just flies off the handle. She just like loses her mind.
So how do you feel about the mirror moment when Mayhem gets Eureka and the Vixen to talk through their moment? Their issue.
Clearly one's going to say a rude comment, another one's going to say a rude comment, and then one's going to appreciate the other one. And like they kind of made up, but it was a weird exchange.
And you know what? I'm happy though that Eureka got the opportunity to be like, say that she was bullied and that she was always had to like, she does drag just to like get out of her head and like to be able to like be, you know, a strong presence and like not have to feel less than. And so I like that it brought, you know, a little bit of humanity to why the vixen is always the center of attention. It's like to distract from people being mean to her, and it's taking her power back in that sense. And what did the vixen? You're such a see you next Tuesday with declining the handshake. I'm just like, oh God, like just take the handshake.
If somebody doesn't take a handshake, that is like one of the worst like disrespects ever. Like just bury the hatchet. Like at the end of the day, you're on episode 5. There's still 7 more episodes.
Right?
Like,
well, I think that Vixen just wants to continue to have a storyline. Like if she's not like fighting with somebody, like what's she doing? People might notice that her drag.
Well, the storyline's getting a little disturbing. Like,
yep,
a little aggressive.
So the runway look is denim and diamonds. I thought they could go really far with this. Like, I thought it was gonna be fun. Yeah. I kind of briefly put down what everyone was looking like. So we got Monet and some assless chaps. Cameron, she was kind of country and quite tacky, I thought. The Vixen kind of had a mermaid dress with some assless chaps. I thought her look was pretty good for the Vixen. Asia, she had this shredded jet denim. Aquaria, she's wearing a short dress with the fan.
Yeah, like you're talking about like the little buck teeth? Cracker?
Oh, that's Aquaria, wasn't it?
It was, Cracker had the little teeth in.
I haven't gone to Cracker yet. Okay. Eureka was a Honey Boo Boo, Elvis one-piece inspired jumpsuit. I didn't love Blair's. I don't remember what she looked like, but I didn't love it. Monique was wearing the stone chaps. So everybody just was going for chaps. And like, I mean, I like the idea of chaps for sure, but if everybody's doing chaps, you better do it the best. Yeah. Mayhem had the pink denim, and don't do colored denim because it doesn't read denim. And then
I didn't know. I was like, why is she wearing with that pink outfit?
Exactly. Like, it doesn't read as denim if it's a denim challenge. It has to read as denim. And Ms. Cracker, she had like the light pink jumpsuit with the buck teeth and the Pippi Longstocking hair. So I don't know who I loved. I think who did I like the most? I always like Aquaria.
I liked,
oh no, I liked Asia, I think.
Yeah, Asia looks like a little fierce. Like her makeup looks great.
So the people that were safe though was Asia, Blair, Cameron, and Aquaria. So I was like, I want to see those people on the stage though because I like their looks, but they weren't the top or bottom looks this week. I was surprised that they didn't show more edited clips of the Bossy Rossi show.
Maybe they're online.
Maybe. I mean, I guess like they showed us quite a bit in the before, but I thought they were going to show more.
But I liked, then the last one's Cracker, right?
That I just said?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
She was like, I just wanted, what's that Wendy's? What's their burger of choice? Is it a Whopper? Not a Whopper. Or is it just Wendy's?
Wendy's, don't they have, no, that's NW. Wendy's. We
watch Big Brother Canada. Don't they go to Wendy's?
Yeah, but those are not the segments that I really pay attention to. I watch the feed. Oh my God, HQ is starting. We have 7 minutes to finish this podcast.
Not even. I'll help you with it though.
Can we do it online?
Yeah, let's play. We'll play during this.
Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a break, guys. We're going to do HQ live right now. We're going to have a little bit of time, though, because it's only 2 minutes and they stop the countdown. So we might be able to see the podcast. But okay, we have time. So
yeah.
Monet, she looks like she really wasn't happy that her comedy didn't land and that her comedy sucked. She was kind of like deflated a little bit. The Vixen, they thought that she should have cinched her waist a little bit better, and I agree with that. Like, I thought her look was like almost there, but it's just like just needed to find a little tweak to like elevate the look a bit. Eureka's Kentucky Couture, they loved it, and her big baby was a hit. Monique, I wrote safe word, but why? I don't know. Because Rupaul started laughing about it again. Because it's so funny. And then Mayhem in the chocolate jug pink outfit. Again, it didn't read denim, so I understand why she didn't get much praise for that one. And they love that Ms. Cracker was picked a pack of pickle puns. Get all those P's out there. Did you know who those guest judges were? Something Presley, Carrie Preston.
Well, what is Shania Twain?
Well, I know who that is, but who's Carrie Preston?
Carrie Preston was on the show True Blood.
Oh!
Yeah, she played, she was one of the waitresses at Merlot's.
I remember now. Merlot.
That goes down as one of my favorite TV shows I've ever watched, is True Blood.
It was I watched it for a little bit, and then it kind of got a little bit crazy. But I definitely watched quite a bit of it.
So sexy.
I thought, I'm not into typically like blonde blue eyes, but like I love the vampire.
Eric Northman. Eric Northman is like just beautiful.
And what's his? That's not his real name.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's it, Skarsgård. Yeah.
Golden Globe winner for the show. I never watched it. The Big Little Lies.
I haven't watched it, but I heard it's excellent.
It's excellent. And
so, Eureka wins on week 5, and that was the week that she actually had to leave last time. So it was kind of like redemption right there. This is like her Ghost Island rewriting history right now. So Monique was safe, Monet was in the bottom, the Vixen was safe, and Mayhem was in the bottom.
Okay, so who is the top looks?
So top looks ended up being, we might have to pause for, should I stop it and do a separate thing for HQ and then we'll go back to this?
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna. It's
on commercial anyways.
Okay, signing out. And we're back after our HQ loss.
It's cool though, but I won now because I'm gonna download it on my phone and then I'll have it too. So double chances.
We were trying to figure out how to make it work because it's you only have 10 seconds from when they start reading the question, and so it was difficult sometimes for Mike to hear what the question was and for him to say it back to me fast enough for me to put in the answer. So I was like, I'll just put this one just because it's about to time out. But this time, the next time, if you have it on your phone, you can say what you think, and I can say what I think, and we have 2 chances of winning it.
Exactly. I went over to a friend's place, and 3 of them were playing, and oh no, we picked the same thing. Oh, we're both out. The one was still in. Like it's a cool concept. I think it's awesome.
So fun. So we are at the end. So Eureka wins, as we said before, on week 5, the week that she was taken out by her knee injury. And they have to lip sync. So lip syncing tonight is Monet and Mayhem. Now, I thought
have both been in the bottom already.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh shit. Because I did not think that Monet was going to be in the bottom twice.
Well, it's kind of like 3 times the charm. If she's in the bottom again, she's done.
Yeah, she'll be like the Nina Bonita Brown.
Nina made better looks, though, I found.
Oh, way better looks. I follow Nina Bonita Brown on Instagram, and she scares me. Some of her looks scare me. Like, they're a little, like, when she was, like, the chocolate bunny at Easter, I was freaked out. I don't like when animals look like people. Like, not like real like stuff. I don't like cartoons and blah blah blah. But like, I have like this weird phobia on a real life like rabbit or like just the eyes and like just I don't know. Sorry guys, this is just a little personal thing about me. I don't like that kind of stuff. Like I don't like a grown up like I can't even say it.
Say it.
Like if I can't even no, you can't even, it sounds so stupid. But like if a wolf dressed in like a suit, like I think that freaks me out. like when people put not like when like a dog has a cape on its back or anything like that. Nothing like that. It's like when you get like a Doberman and then you put it in like a sweater and it's like you make it pose. Like I don't like that shit.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but it means something.
But like Nina Bonita Brown did this thing where she was like this white dog. I don't know if you ever saw it, and it was she does very good makeup art. She does very good makeup art. Like her makeup skills are phenomenal. And they freak me out.
You out so much.
Like all of a sudden I'll get a notification, Nina Bonita Brown has started a live video. I'm afraid to turn it on. So she'll be like doing her weird dance and like looking in the camera and she's freaking me out. But I think she's awesome.
Maybe that's you're actually like, that's your thing. Like you actually like it. You're afraid that you like it. So they have to dance to, of course, the Shania Twain song, Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Funny enough, Shania Twain suffers from chronic stage fright. Interesting. She's a singer.
One thing that we didn't discuss is when Rue says to Cameron, like, Cameron, tell me about like how Shania saved you. And he's like, yeah, so Shania saved me. Like it's just so like there was
Pure music touched me so well. I grew up in Nashville and this stuff, and then Shania Twain's just like this. Great.
He didn't really have any like passion or anything behind it. Like it was just kind of like a stating a fact. It didn't come from the heart, really.
It's kind of weird. Like who like if I was like being judged and someone that I wouldn't want to have to like come out and go, hey, so I think you're awesome. Like
No, but I mean, like if Madonna came out, I'd be like, oh my God, Madonna, like you actually changed my life. You know what I mean? Like they would have a little more heart behind, I think, their statement. But I thought it was
like when they all met Lady Gaga. Like they lost their they screamed at her. They like yelled at her.
So
like, oh my God!
Awkward. Super awkward, but I still enjoyed it.
That was great.
So I wasn't really watching what Monique was doing. Like I was always just like looking for Monet just to see what she would create and come up with. And that's definitely indicative, I think, of who wins the lip sync is who I'm looking to watch. I was just kind of like, okay, Mayhem, you're cute, but what's Monet doing? Like, is she doing something funny? Like that's kind of what I was feeling the whole time. And Mayhem just can't stand out next to Monet. Blech.
Yeah, it was very good because it was like Mayhem's was very country and Monet was very drag. Like,
well, yeah, she's like a woman. And like props and like play on all the words and like blah 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 blah. Like I thought that she rehearsed it better than just dancing and lip syncing. I thought she made it like more of a theatric. Which is probably why she won, because she wins the lip sync. So let's go through these points, because...
And funny enough, just a little thing I saw, Drag Sisters, Morgan McMichaels, won the first challenge in season 2, got kicked off 5th. Mayhem won the first challenge in this season, got kicked off 5th.
Well, look at that. That's their legacy.
Wow.
Their legacy.
Hey, Instagram tells me a lot of things. Put that on HQ. Come on.
Yeah. I got that one. Actually, I should start actually doing some homework. Like Quizmasters, they actually do homework. They read the encyclopedia. Like they do stuff. So if I want to win, I need to do more quizzing. Practice. So,
Point system. Points.
here, honey. So the mini challenge I already got. Wait, who won the mini challenge? The mixed vixen. Did I get those points yet? No.
No.
10 points for the mini challenge. The maxi challenge was won by Eureka. That's you.
How much points is that?
Main challenge is 15.
Okay.
We're not doing the wig removal because they both took it off, so it was 10 for both of us. Nobody really cried in the workroom, and nobody even cried on the stage. So the top looks. I wrote these down, I think. Was the vixen a top look?
No, she was the bottom. She was in the bottom.
So Eureka and Monique and Miss Cracker were top?
Yes.
So Eureka is you. How are we doing here? Eureka, you get two 5 points, right? And I get one.
Okay.
Bottom looks -5. Isn't it going to be the opposite?
But -5.
Who's the bottom? So just Monet and Mayhem?
Monet, Mayhem, and the Vixen.
So I lose 10 and you lose
5.
5.
But then you gain points for her stay.
How much is it for the stay? I don't have it written down. Oh, survive those things, 5 points. Okay, how many did I get here? 15 minus 10 is 5, so I got 10. I'm at 110. Woo! And you got 20, so you're at 105. All right, you're picking it up there.
Thanks, Eureka.
Actually, yeah, she helped you out there.
Yeah, Eureka helped me out a lot there.
Sorry?
What's that?
I'm at 110 points, you're at 105. So this is quite an even matchup so far. I'm happy that your person went home this week. Because yeah, you have some good players here still. So
I'm down to, hold on a second. Who am I down to now?
You have Miss.
I only have 3 left.
No, you have Miss Cracker. You have Blair St. Clair. Oh, and Eureka. Yes, you have 3 left. Shit. I have Aquaria, Monique, Asia, Monet, and Cameron the Vixen. Jesus.
Yeah.
Take it. So
Vanjie went home, Kirby, Dusty, and yeah.
Holy Jesus.
Okay, well.
You're still keeping up for the fact that you've lost so many people so far.
Right.
But
So I'm my cracker, my salty cracker. She's keeping my Blair good.
You have 3 people that will probably stick around for a little bit. So
yeah, well, it's gonna be exciting because I knew that Dusty Raybons was not gonna win. I knew that Yuha Hamasaki was not gonna win.
Well, I liked her more. Well, Yuha was mine, but I liked her more than what she actually turned out. Beforehand, I was I thought she had more potential than she actually being terrible. I still have a lot of people that can, Cameron, I don't think is going to go that far. The Vixen's not going to go much further. And seemingly Monet is not going much further. So I'm basically playing with Asia, Monique, and Aquaria is basically who I'm combating against your Ms. Cracker player and Eureka, it seems like. We'll see what happens, guys. Stay tuned. Tune in next week for Reality Realness's interpretation, recap, review of each episode. So again, I am Chantele Francis.
And I'm Michael Pez.
Subscribe. Share with your friends. Comment.
Go see a drag show.
Support your local drag queens. Watch us.
And if you don't have any local drag queens, become that local drag queen.
Do it. We support you. You want to find us on Instagram at Reality Realness with 3 S's. Me, I'm at Fran.
And I'm at Michael Pez.
And hope to see you next week. Take care, guys.
Bye, guys. Have fun.